Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I am going to share with you the books that I plan on reading in March. So it's my March TBR. Despite the fact that it's almost halfway into March and now I'm making the video, better late than never. And I have plenty of time to read the books that I still plan on reading this month, and I can't wait to share that with you. But before I get started, let's talk about these glasses. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is glassesusa.com. I can't believe that came out of my mouth, but I said what I said. I've been wearing glasses from glassesusa.com for years now. The fact that they even reached out to me, I just want to let that sink in. Today I have 3 new frames to share with you, and one of them is the one that I'm wearing right now. If you didn't already know, glassesusa.com is one of the largest eyewear retailers in the US, offering thousands of eyeglasses and sunglasses from brands like Gucci, Ray-Ban, Oakley, and many more. What's best about glassesusa.com is that their glasses start at only $39, which are up to 70% off retail prices. If you love the frames that I'm about to show you, there is a crazy exclusive offer waiting for you just by clicking the links in my description box. I picked out 3 glasses. 2 of them are prescription, and I also added blue light blocking to these. Blue light glasses are ideal for offering protection at home, outside, at work. Using blue light glasses during screen time help reduce eye strain, decrease headaches, improve your sleep, and increase productivity. Once I discovered blue light blocking, it just became a must because I am constantly going on my phone. Shopping online can be fun, but it is also extremely overwhelming with so many options, and that is why I love shopping for my new glasses at glassesusa.com, because they offer amazing tools to help you find your perfect pair. One of these tools is the AR virtual try-on tool, so I'm going to take off my glasses and show you how I shopped for the glasses that I picked. Here it is. So using the try-on feature, this is what it looks like. They look so realistic on my face. So I've been wanting clear frames, and that is why I picked this one, and I thought I looked pretty good with the virtual try-on feature. This is the Atoto Melanie Yellow Tortoise. This is what it looks like. They are so pretty. And the second pair that I picked is this black one. This is also blue light. This is the Amelia E. Casey Shiny Black. I also used the try-on feature for this one as well. My first ever pair of glasses was a black frame, and I wanted to bring it back, so that is why I got this one. This brings back so many memories. This was high school me. And then, surprisingly, I also picked out a pair of sunglasses. Now, I don't even wear sunglasses, but I saw pictures. It speaks for itself. Like, who am I? I don't recognize me. I can't wait to wear this out in the sun. This is the Muse Optimum Shiny Black. I just felt like getting myself a pair of sunglasses. This has polarized lens, and I just feel like a completely different person. I need to go outside and wear these sunglasses and just embrace who I have become, because I just feel so cool. I'm gonna wear this one because this is my current favorite pair now. Shopping at glassesusa.com is a risk-free shopping experience with free shipping and returns and 100% money-back guarantee within 14 days. So glassesusa.com is offering a crazy exclusive discount on top of any coupon code they currently have on their website just for you guys. If you were interested in any of the frames that I showed you, or just to check out their website, click on the links in the top of my description box to get all of the details. And once again, thank you glassesusa.com for sponsoring today's video. Now we can get started on my March TBR. I consider myself a mood reader, which is why I don't typically have monthly TBRs. But there are books that I have greater urges to read, so they are on the top of my TBR, and that is what these books are. I have 6 books in total, and some of them I'm probably going to read on Kindle Unlimited because that is usually the more convenient method for me. I hope that I am able to read all these books that I plan on reading this month, but if I don't, then they will just move on to the April TBR, because I want to try doing TBRs to really just read the books on my bookshelf. First book that I actually tried starting is The Queen's Assassin by Melissa de la Cruz. This is a fantasy book. I'm not always in the mood for fantasy, but I always have a spot. I don't know how to describe it. If I am tired of the real world, then I will want to read fantasy. And this is the one that I am feeling for March, and it's also the only fantasy book that I plan on reading that I have in my list. This is a special one, I guess. I started this book weeks ago, but I only got up to page 9 and I stopped. I didn't even update on Goodreads that I was reading this because I wasn't sure if I was going to continue. Now that I put it out here in this video, it is my mission to finish this book. So based off of the title, we are talking about assassins here. The main male lead, Calden Holt, is the kingdom's deadliest weapon. So he is like the top of this assassin's guild. And then we have our female lead, who is named Shadow and is a part of the Honey Glade, who has been training her entire life to be a part of the guild, hoping that she can be an assassin. But her mom and her aunt wants her to be a part of this Renovian court. They want her to serve the crown and be this lady of a court. This is where it gets interesting. So there's a surprise attack that brings Shadow and Cal together, and they are forced to team up. There is nothing I love more when a badass male lead and a badass female lead get together and then they develop feelings. Like I said, I did start it and I plan on finishing it this month. The next book I want to read has been on my bookshelf for almost 2 years, and this is The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. This is a podcast book, and it also gives enemies to lovers. I feel like enemies is such a exaggerated term for like a contemporary novel. So I would say like they just don't like each other. It's basically Shay, who is a producer at a public radio station, and this guy called Dominic, who is her newest colleague. Shay needs new material, so she comes up with this concept of exes coming together to talk and deliver relationship advice. I don't think they are exes, but because Shay and Dominique don't like each other, it just fits this new concept. So they just go ahead with this plan, and then the podcast blows up. But as the show gets bigger, so does their deception, especially when Shay and Dominique start to fall for each other. I wonder how far into the book that is going to happen. I feel like this book is also going to give comedy. If I want to laugh and I want some light enemies to lovers, I will pick up this one. I don't actually have a particular order that I want to read these books, but the next one I do want to read this month is a Kindle Unlimited book. It's called What Was Meant to Be by QB Tyler. This is so different from the 2 books I just mentioned. This is going to be a very spicy book, because if there's one thing you can go into when reading QB Tyler is expect a level of spice. So that is what this one is, and this is an age gap. Don't come at me, but this is also a dad's best friend. Let me just leave it at that, because I don't really know too much about it, and I am not ashamed to say it, but I'm also kind of ashamed. It's that I don't even need to read the synopsis to want to read this book. I have been keeping an eye out on it ever since it came out, but I haven't gotten the chance to really open this book, because every time I finish one book and I decide to pick this one up, I see another book that I really wanted to go for. No more postponing, and I'm going to try to read What Was Meant to Be by QB Tyler this month. Anyway, bring it back to not PG, but just bring it back to young adult. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is like a childhood friends to lovers. I just know that this book is going to have me smiling from one ear to the other, because I just feel it. Even the title and the cover and the colors, everything is just giving me fluff. Liz and Wes, they have known each other since childhood. He likes to, you know, he's like that guy who likes to play around with the girls, like put toads in their hair and like tug on their crushes' pigtails. That is what Wes gives me. I know Liz is like, I cannot believe I have to put up with this guy's nonsense, and she finds him annoying. So I already know I'm going to enjoy reading that portion of the book. But we fast forward 10 years to the future when Liz's crush comes back into town and he hits it off with Wes. So Wes and Michael become friends. Liz feels that in order to have a shot with Michael, she needs to get all the tips from Wes. See, I don't know exactly how that is going to work out, but it seems up my alley. I feel like I can already picture how this book is going to go, but I still want to read it anyways. So here is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter that I'm going to pick up when I feel like reading a young adult romantic comedy. The next one is Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman. For some reason, before I bought this book, I saw a lot of good reviews for it, but the moment I buy it, I keep seeing, it's not like they have bad ratings, but I have been seeing 4 stars and 3 stars for this. So I just want to read this and find out for myself how I would rate this book. This is a past and present book. This is also a second chance romance. It's a reunion of sorts. I hope this book gives me angst, because that is what I want going into this book, but I don't expect it to be overwhelmingly like emotional. There is a thing when it comes to second chance romance that the characters become kind of annoying, and I hope that is not the case for this one. I just hope it surprises me in the best way and it doesn't disappoint like the reviews for this book did after I bought it. Oh, this is also a celebrity romance. One of Us Is Famous. Even though the reviews are I still have high hopes. Moving on to the last book. I mean, this is just by TBR. These are not the only books I plan on reading. This is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, and this is a second book of the Dreamland Billionaires series. This one is 100% going to be Marriage of Convenience. This is also office romance, age gap, grumpy and sunshine, because I already know Declan is going to be a grumpy man. This probably has enemies to lovers. I feel like saying they're enemies is such a dramatic way of describing their relationship, but that is the trope, and he is also her boss and he's a billionaire. This book is on Kindle Unlimited, so there's a high chance I would just read this on my Kindle Unlimited. This is so cool. I love how the chapter starts. What are these called? Like these drawings in the beginning of each chapter. So for Declan, he's got his suit, of course, and for Iris, I haven't even talked about the synopsis of this book. It is a standalone, so you don't have to read the first one to read this one. But for those of you who don't know, the grandfather set 3 clauses in order for his grandsons to inherit his Dreamland park. It's been a while since I read the first one. So the grandfather is a mastermind. For each of his grandsons, he has a specific wish he wants them to fulfill in order for them to, you know, unlock all that money. For Declan, I guess it's to marry. It's for him to marry and have an heir. Okay, this grandfather has no bounds, but we love that because that's how we got this story. I already know I'm going to like this book. I think this is going to be a 5-star for me. If it's not 5 stars, it's going to be a high 4 stars, only because I'm a sucker for these types of books. That is why I have high expectations for this one. Should I make predictions? I guess I'm going to do that. My wish is for all of them to be 5 stars, but if it's not the case and I have to be more realistic, Funny You Should Ask, I think it would be 4 stars. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, I see myself rating this 5. X-Talk, 4 stars. Queen's Assassins, 4.5. And then Terms and Conditions, 5 stars, with What Was Meant to Be, 4 stars. That was it for today's video. Here are all the books for my March TBR. Thank you ClassesUSA.com for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out the links in my description box for the crazy discounts that they have on top of the discounts that they currently have. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next.